Willie D Live.
What's up, family? As you know, Sauce Walker was shot on yesterday in Memphis along with his artist SH0T, who unfortunately did not make it. Straight out the gate, condolences to SH0T's family, friends, and fans. Here's the backstory, fam. Houston rapper Sauce Walker was shot in Memphis this weekend in what authorities are calling a targeted shooting that also left another person dead, according to reports. On Saturday, March 22nd, the Memphis Police Department announced on Facebook that officers responded to reports of a shooting around 2:42 p.m. local time near the 100 block of George W. Lee Avenue. Sauce's artist SH0T was killed in the shooting, and Sauce was transported to the hospital after being shot in the thigh. He is expected to make a full recovery. What did I tell y'all, fam, when I first heard about this? I told you they was gonna catch him. The word on the street is they know who did it. Right now, they're only identifying the vehicle. They're saying they know what the description of the vehicle is. They're making their moves and all of this type of stuff that they normally do, making sure they dot their I's and cross their T's before they actually make an announcement. But word on the street is they got him. They already know. They've identified the shooter. Youngsters. When you gonna learn? When you gonna learn? And I don't know. Maybe it's not a youngster. I mean, maybe it's somebody that's old enough to know better. Maybe it is somebody in their 30s or 40s or 50s. Who knows? But damn, I would think it's a youngster because typically you don't get to be that old being a damn fool. You don't get to be in your 40s and 50s, being a damn fool. I'm talking about being in the streets, right? You just don't. Of course you got some out there. Obviously there are a lot of damn fools in their 40s and 50s and, mid to late 30s. But typically, usually when you think about people doing reckless stuff, especially broad daylight shootings in the front of a popular hotel, in the front of the phone. Come on, fam. Typically that's the type of stuff that youngsters do. Because youngsters don't really think things through. They have knee-jerk reactions oftentimes. They don't really think about details. They hear an idea, sounds good to me. Man, let's go get some money. Yeah, okay, all right, where we going? Okay, cool. They don't know how they gonna get out. They don't know how they gonna execute it. Well, what if this person do this and what if this person do that? Are you prepared for the consequences if you get caught up? They don't think about all that stuff. They just think about what they're gonna do. They don't think about what somebody else is gonna do. Even if they're a hitter, they can be a hitter. They just don't think, typically they don't think things through. Moving on. The police believes that the shooting involving Sauce Walker was targeted. Authorities in Memphis held a press conference late Saturday night in which they announced that CSI investigators have determined Sauce Walker and SH0T was sought out by the gunman. Sauce and SH0T were outside a vehicle when the suspects pulled up with multiple people inside and began opening fire, according to law enforcement. Law enforcement also says there was no conversation between either party before or during the shooting. After being shot, Sauce was inside of a room. He had several of his buddies in there, and he seemed to be in good spirits. He seemed to be in very good spirits, and he's like, man, I'm finna get back out there and go get it and come back with it. A lot of times with these reports and stuff online, you got to take it with a grain of salt because even law enforcement have the wrong details at times. Even the most trusted, reputable news outlet will have the information wrong sometimes because they said that Sauce got shot once. According to Sauce, he was shot twice in the thigh. So that's how that go. In any event, man, prayers up to SH0T. Also prayers up to Sauce, man, because whoo, man, that's a close call right there, man. That's a close call. That could have went any way. I suspect they'll have the guys who did this in custody within the next 48 hours. They're highly motivated, not because they killed a man or they shot up a rapper, because they're messing with the money. See, anytime you start messing with the money, man, it's going to be a problem. Broad daylight shooting in downtown Memphis, in front of a popular hotel, in front of a popular entertainment venue, man, you going to jail. They got to catch you because they got to make all those other thousands and tens and hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people that file through those gates, yearly, comfortable. They got to make those people comfortable. They got to make them think it's safe. And one of the ways to do that is to find out anytime somebody does anything criminal, anything dangerous to make those people feel unsafe, their job is to go out there and hunt them down and bring them to justice and hold them up as an example of what would happen if anybody else crossed that line. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.